How are you doing, Internet? I'm Bnuts, and welcome to Shocktogre, or October, as you may have called it, some people may. I'm going to try to release a spooky video every day of October leading up to Halloween. So I'm going to start off with Layers of Fear, a story about a painter and his family that includes a lot of insanity and atmosphere, and every choice you make can lead up to one of, I believe, 3 endings. I'm going to try to get the most difficult one I can, but, kind of who can say what will happen. But in any case, I finally got this working properly, all the levels, so let's get started. And try going in sort of 20-minute intervals for the bet, see where I get, and release what I get. Music and atmosphere is really nice in this game. We have rain. Somebody's walking.
I know how you must feel. Lost. Alone. Hopeless.
Wonder who he's talking to.
You probably deserve it.
That's not nice.
For you, there is still a way. A way to bring it all back.
The past cannot be brought back.
The one
Keys and
precious
look.
thing you ever truly desired. Finish it.
Every portrait that is painful with viewing is a portrait of the artist, not of the sitter. Oscar Wilde, The Picture of Dorian Gray. So here we are in the house. And there's no turning back. Hatbox. I'm just spinning it wildly here. The mouse sensitivity is way down though. Well, nothing to do but to go in. Really gonna nail that. His name is all crossed out. So at one point, the artist was successful. Some call him the new Caravaggio, others compare it to Van Eyck, and one awestruck critic who wished to remain unnamed went as far as to invoke the spirit of the great Leonardo. Any way you slice it, the exhibition proved an immense success. The artist's distinct style has been praised for its unique combination of Renaissance influence and more progressive techniques. The artist himself attended the event in the company of his beautiful fiancée, looking stunning in a black gown. The artist reveals exclusively that the couple are indeed expecting. Unfortunately for them, I'm expecting much. Expecting too much. We'd ask you to cease bothering our pest control specialists, as well as sending us any more of your highly inappropriate letters. Yeah, this guy just doesn't like much of anything. Particularly pests. Someone's been in the Bourbon. Whoops. Really? His face is crossed out. It's just the same thing. Come on, close it. Or open that one. Just plates. I didn't touch the workshop, just as you asked, although I can't imagine the mess that's inside. Also, if you care so much about that room, maybe you should pay more attention to where you leave the keys. I brought them back to your office. Have a nice day. So far I'm getting the sense that the painter is just a jerk. Basement. Probably nothing to do in there, really. Not yet. We can turn on the light. Rats. And he really doesn't like rats. I don't think there's anything much to collect until after we start the painting part. Locked. Can't go that way. And all these dolls. Of course, they're not the worst of it either. Creaky boards. That's not a thing? Oh, can't go that way anyway. There's a report card, probably for the daughter. Reading, average surveilling, written communication, average bad, mathematics, science, health, social studies, absent most except for art and music, physical education excused. So, not great. And sadly, part of that is the artist's fault for neglecting the daughter. Anyway, nothing else I can do down here, I think. Not yet. Now it's just pretty run down, though. And let's go back up. Got kind of a limp going on. Didn't get anything from there. And start at the bottom. Locked. Nothing to get there. Go up one. It really doesn't want to drag open that drawer. Got some medals. I'm sorry for yesterday, you were right, I overreacted. It's just that this isn't about me, it's about her. Everything I do with her best interest in mind. I guess I've always believed that in an imperfect world, it's worth to strive for perfection. Now I'm starting to sound like my father. I will work on my temper, though. Promise, we'll talk later. Love you. Communicating through letters? Come on. The crosshair isn't exactly forgiving. Washroom. Let's see if I can get a better angle at this. There is something in here. Rat poison. Someone's bandages. Can we not turn on the light? Yeah, we can. And I closed the cupboard door by accident. And there we are, because I turned on reflection. Nothing in there. One below knee prosthesis. How did they get up the length? So the leg isn't the right length. Achilles prosthesis cut. Why does it sound like there's water running? No, that would be why, wouldn't it? Mushroom. Cupboard filled with mouse traps. Little Vinian partners, got a problem? Call us. And forget about it. Clearly, that didn't work out so well. We have signs of dog. Something to read in the kitchen. Figured you'd be up all night, so I made you a little treat. You know, I bet even Rembrandt occasionally took time off from being brilliant. Snorted his head off like the rest of us coming for it. I know, gasp. In other words, get some sleep, you big dummy. Unfortunately, he's neglecting everyone. I just can't open these very quickly. Paint, rose, burnt umber, sienna, brushes 25, air fresheners 50 pack, apples 10 kilograms, and booze 30. that came up fast. Even though I haven't really started the game per se, it is important to see, I think, how things are when they're normal. Or normal-ish. This guy really likes his paprika. There's not much else in here. Is there anything in the crate? Apples. Kinda looks like something went down in here. All the red. Can't open that. Can't open this. Cupboards higher up. Nothing else to collect in the kitchen. Everything's so squeaky. Come on, go through. Anywhere else to explore before we go upstairs? Nope. I think it's trying you to get it in there for the key. Creepy atmosphere. Even when entering a little girl's room. And check out the shadow. That's just a tree though. Rattle. It only works when you hold that down. Little painted wooden soldier toy. We'll be back in all these rooms. Crayons. And blocks. And family. Though not quite, I think, happy. Rocking horse. Here's a little dollhouse. And dolls. And painting with the dog. Been working all night. Don't wake me up. So I think that's his workshop. Huh. Oh, bedroom. Yeeks. Someone's been in the bottle. Unfortunately, I think that's us. Shirts. And shirts. Might not be my household name yet, but just give her time. The incredibly talented multi-instrumentalist gave an astounding performance last night, winning over her most ardent naysayers. It looks like the wife was very, very skilled in playing. Does this close if we move into it? And the brush. Disastrous fire at the new department store leaves dozens fighting for their lives. Burst into the flame. Ring. And this mirror's been shattered. So someone didn't like how they looked. We're not even at the creepy part yet. Sorry, you couldn't sleep. The leg's been acting up. Figured I might as well do some work. Love you. And some nice cane. Hey, if you need one, you may as well have one that's stylish. Can't read any of these books. Something happened here. Is that a checker piece or a candle? And if you're wondering why I'm going around checking everything, it's for the collectibles. And I think we've been everywhere. Anything there? No. This looks like a light switch. Oh, there is something there. True story behind the picture of Dorian Gray. Was it true all along? Investigation. Was Dorian Gray real? Read to find out. Can't take the key from that. Someone really wasn't all that appreciative of all these books. Turn on all the lights. There's a fire here. Why is there a fire here? And there is the baby-faced monstrosity with which the painter tried to reclaim his glory days. Lots of bottles here, or they would be if they weren't all shattered. And do anything with these? Nope. Turns out recapturing one's glory days is quite hard. Come on. Let me ask you a simple question. Have you completely lost your goddamn mind? I know you're going through some rough times right now. I really do. That's why I have agreed to let you do these illustrations in the first place. For old time's sake. I even deliberately gave you a trivial task because I expected Little Red Riding Hood to be something you can draw in your sleep. But I didn't expect us to get this demented nightmare fuel you submitted for a kid's bedtime story. There is no way in hell I'm using this, and I already regret agreeing to payment in advance. Please get your stuff together. Old Pal Lamb Brickstone, Whispered Tale Publishing House. I'm sorry, I'll make it up to you. Tonight it's all about you and me. Let's make it special. You promised. The conversation in writing, and it's not going well. Let's pick up the key last. So here's his Little Red Riding Hood. Approached by a giant wolf. Really big wolf. Ooh, that's grisly. But then again, so was the original tale. They both got eaten. So that was the wolf eating the grandmother. And here he is in the bed, with the blood stain still there, and eating Little Red. I'm sure Ruby would not appreciate that. Oh, we can use these to navigate. Definitely darker than it needed to be, and after all, in the original tale, she was just stuck in the wolf's stomach, not actually eaten and killed. But yeah, it's already been over 25 minutes. No, not that way. That's towards the bedroom. Can we play this yet? Obviously, someone didn't appreciate our playing, but then again, we are not our wife. Right there. Don't have the key anymore. And we're in the studio. Come on, open. Bunch of old paintbrushes and pencils. All of them broken. Bottles and broken bottles. Are we open? Nothing in here for us? It's not yet. Paint got on the mirror. As much as he's painted, he hasn't really succeeded ever since that first brush with success. Nothing to pick up there. This guy just seems to like making messes. I'm so sick and tired of us talking through these notes. We live in the same house, for God's sake. Come talk to me when you're done, before you go to sleep. Bottles. More bottles. As if this guy doesn't drink enough. 2 chests of bottles. And here we have the marks of progress. So there are 6 items to collect in the game that mark it. And this is how we started all of the madness. But we've already been here half an hour. So after this part, I think we're going to pick it up from here. Gotta actually do that. Whew. And that is where we start. Although, with the background, looks nice until you get to the red. So that's going to do this for this first part of Layers of Fear. I hope you enjoyed seeing relative normalcy in this house, because that just went out when we lifted off the canvas covering. If you enjoyed this video, you can leave a like, comment below what you thought, subscribe to show your support for my channel, and visit my Patreon. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video, and we'll continue the madness. Bye bye!